Hey everybody, it is Thursday and I wanted to come on really quick to remind you guys about our webinar. It's today at 2 o'clock, so make sure that you go to our events, sign up for it, follow that link so you get the email about the code and everything else. But one thing that I have heard over and over again from so many moms, and I was there too, is they're very overwhelmed right now. Parents are super overwhelmed, kids are overwhelmed. So I had to go through this process myself, a process that I've learned. You guys know I do a ton of trainings. Sometimes those trainings are technique seminars and sometimes they are business seminars. And a huge thing that I've learned is how to be overwhelmed and prioritize. So I'm going to walk you guys through that process today. So make sure that you bring a notebook and that you're taking notes so you can go back and go through those steps and figure out what to do for you, because everybody's situation is different. But I am going to take you guys through the flow of how to look at your life and prioritize so that you too can be overwhelmed. So you're not totally overwhelmed during this season of life or this little, I don't know, like 2-3 month time period. Hopefully it's not much longer than that. But I know for me, when all of this hit and went down, I was very overwhelmed, and it's okay to not be okay. As like we said before, and you've heard, just don't stay there. And so I had to go through the process again to figure out how am I going to beat this overwhelming feeling of like there's so much to do, right? And so many of us are feeling like that. We're feeling drained. We go into bed at night feeling like I ran all day and I did not accomplish anything. Like, what did I get done? So I'm going to take you guys through the steps of the process of how to go through that, how to analyze everything you do, what should you be doing, things like that. How do you know what you should be doing? So make sure you guys that you bring a notebook, and that's at 2 o'clock today. We're going to be doing that webinar. We're going to walk you through those steps, but you want to take notes so you can go back and really go through each step in detail. So that way you go to bed at night, you guys, and you feel like you accomplished something that day. Like you have a purpose, you have clarity on what you're going to get done that day. So you can feel very satisfied and accomplished when you go to bed at night. And whether that's personal, professional, we're going to talk about all of it. So that way you feel fulfilled in every single aspect. And that way you start living life and you're not overwhelmed by life. I think that's a huge thing for most of us parents, especially right now. They're feeling overwhelmed by life and they're not living life. They're living in fear and overwhelmed. So we don't want that for you guys. We're going to walk you through those steps. So like I said, make sure you're tuning in to our webinar today at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Go ahead and sign up for the event so that way you get the link for the Zoom call. So hope to see you guys there, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.